Highway 99 flooded over. You're looking at the aftermath of the New Year's Eve storm that brought high winds and driving rain and breached levees last night. A storm that we now know was deadly. You see the abandoned flooded cars on the roadway. This morning, a person was found dead inside a car that was completely submerged. Cosumnes fire officials telling us that the car was swept off Dillard Road just east of Highway 99. That major highway still closed right now. And to make matters worse, and as this video shows us, the extreme conditions made it nearly impossible for emergency services to respond. Take a look at this ambulance in the floodwater. This was in a compo today on Lower Sacramento Road, just south of Galt. And here's another look at Highway 99. Right now it's closed from Grantline Road to Dillard Road, south of the city of Elk Grove, and it will remain closed for several more hours. Good evening. I'm Luke Clary. Thank you for joining us. And for over 24 hours, we've been tracking the winter storms in our area and the path of destruction that this one left behind. Officials confirming that there were 3 levee breaches in the Cosumnes River area causing the flooding that you just saw. Our team of reporters and meteorologists covering this from all angles. Meteorologist Brendan Minchef explains when we could see another system of rain and snow. Alicia Machado tracking evacuation orders in Point Pleasant. But first, Brandon Rittiman starts us off from Dillard Road, where Brandon, the storm conditions turned deadly.
Yeah, they did. And as bad as Dillard Road looks behind me right now, I need you to imagine that it was quite a bit worse earlier today. When we first got here, the water was all the way up to the level at the top of that pickup truck that you see in our shot. So imagine those conditions when rescuers set out in a boat to get to that missing car. And unfortunately, inside, the driver still there.
The individual was recovered from a vehicle that was completely submerged in water.
Firefighters never want to lose anyone, but one look at Highway 99 makes it clear many more people could have died here today. More than a dozen cars got caught in water rushing across the highway.
We rescued dozens of people over the last 24 hours from the rooftop of their vehicle or from the bed of their pickup truck when it became impossible for them to rescue themselves.
Sacramento County confirms levees near the Cosumnes River breached in 3 places. Those levees likely weakened by floating debris in similar floods that happened here back in 2017.
It's my second time going through it, so I'm fine with it. If I have to sleep on the roof, we sleep on the roof.
Dronell Ferguson and his son Cameron spent the morning trying to clear the private road to their house and a few of their neighbors. Luckily, their homes are on ground that's just high enough.
I'm feeling blessed that my house didn't get soaked.
Plenty of neighbors around them didn't have the same good fortune. And all this water, it's not done causing problems yet.
Fast-moving water is still moving through Sacramento County. The hazard is not gone.
In Point Pleasant, closer to I-5, the sandbag station had a lot of visitors.
I wasn't expecting this weather, so I knew it was going to rain, but I forgot how crazy it gets. So
Stephanie Lopez was expecting to spend the holidays shooting pool with her family. Instead, she's helping sandbag her grandparents' garage. Now you get to do this.
yeah, no, not a bad way to spend my Sunday. The New Year, right? So
It's a fun family activity.
yeah. Nice bonding experience.
With evacuations in place, they plan on staying elsewhere tonight. Rescuers would love it if more people did the same, or at least
Seek high ground when you're asked to do so and do not drive on flooded roadways.
Meantime, everyone wonders, how many more days of this are we in for to kick off 2023?
I hear we're supposed to have, 15 more days of rain? So with 15 more days of rain, hopefully some of this goes away and hopefully it's not as bad as it was yesterday.
Now this car, you can see, got washed out into the middle of a field right here, sort of an impromptu lake that is feeding into Highway 99, still running across the highway. Caltrans saying that Highway 99 is expected to be closed until at least tomorrow, possibly late in the day.
All right, thank you, Brandon. Always surreal to see families having to take boats in and out of their neighborhoods. Again, our Brandon Rittiman reporting. Now let's turn it over to Alicia Machado, who is live in Point Pleasant with more on the order and a closer look at the area. Alicia, what are you seeing?
Yeah, well, Luke, this is exactly why there are evacuation orders in this area right now. You can see water working its way through streets out here in Point Pleasant. The water getting pretty strong as it flows onto the roadways. Road closure sign, flooded road signs. And even in the distance, I want to show you over here, there is a car that is sitting in water right now. We have seen several roads out here that are flooded. Near Twin Cities and Franklin Road is where we're at right now, but several areas along Franklin Boulevard are currently flooded. Honestly, as we were making our way over, it seemed like we were more traveling through a river and our car happened to be the boat instead of making our way over roadways as normal. Now, this evacuation order is very important for people who live in this area. Our local county officials and emergency officials asking people to get out before sunset. The sun is already setting at this time right now, so I can't stress enough the importance of getting out while you can. We have heard that some families have already left the area and gotten out to be with family and friends who are in safer, higher ground. But some residents I actually spoke with tonight choosing to stay. They say they feel okay being on a little bit higher and raised ground than what we're standing on right here with this water pulling in. Now, our emergency officials say the big concern is for water flowing downhill and into this area where there are some homes. We have seen several fields out in this area that are completely submerged underneath water right now. And you can see even as we go over to the roadways, again, just water continuing to flow. We will have much more on this tonight at 6 o'clock p.m., so stay tuned for that. Hear from a local family deciding to stay, as well as a closer look at what people are experiencing out here with these flooded roads. Luke?
All right, our Alicia Machado reporting with the water just still continuing to flow behind you. I want to get it over to meteorologist Brendan Minchef. You were here tracking this all last night, and as you can clearly see, we are still dealing with the aftermath.
Yeah, we're still dealing with this aftermath right now. I want to show you this map right here behind me. Last night we talked a lot about the Wilton area where there was concern for the levees that did break, right? So now all that water, not only the water from the levee break, but the water still coming down from the Sierra is working its way down from Wilton to the southwest right now. So you can see the Cosumnes River here, and then 99. We saw a lot of flooding over there, as you saw from Brandon a few minutes ago. And now we're into the Point Pleasant area where that evacuation order is in effect now because they're concerned for this water that is making its way to the Point Pleasant area tonight. Alicia Machado was right here, Franklin Boulevard, Twin Cities Road, and that was just some of the water. More water is anticipated. Good news is it's not a levee concern this time. It's just the fact that more water is moving on to the area. So a flood warning right now for the Thornton area, Walnut Grove, as that water works its way in. Still have that flash flood warning through tonight for the Wilton area across 99 as well. It's going to take some time for that water to clear. As we look at the McKellamne River at I-5, you can see still has not crested yet. Expected to crest at about 21.2 feet, very close to the record right now. Thankfully, no rain out there, but some more rain is on the way. Not going to see it quite this evening, but we will tomorrow. Temperatures only in the 40s tomorrow with more rain on the way. Luke.
All right, thanks, Brendan. We'll check back in with you in a moment. Sac Metro firefighters have been rescuing stranded people from the floodwaters. That's the fire district's Copter 1 that you're looking at right now, which was utilized to make multiple rescues. Last night, one person found themselves trapped in cold water after their car was washed off of the road, and first responders hoisted that victim out of the water. The victim then transported to the hospital in critical condition. And again, just a few hours ago, crews found another person who is in the water, pressed up against some trees. Another hoist rescue. This video showing the crew returning with the victim to be transported to the hospital. The high winds causing several downed trees and power lines. Tens of thousands of SMUD customers still in the dark tonight after the storm knocked down branches and in some cases entire trees, snapping power lines. SMUD says that the power should be restored at some point. We're working on getting an exact timeline for you. Meanwhile, thousands still without power across Northern California, with over 3,200 PG&E customers in West Sacramento, and Galt and Stockton residents also struggling with a large number of outages. According to PG&E, there is no estimated time that the power will be restored. And take a look at this. Neighbors helping neighbors. Several folks coming together to clean up a downed tree and broken branches littering the road. Some neighbors bringing out chainsaws and wheelbarrows, as well as rakes and brooms to clear the street. And here are a few more scenes of the damage that the storm left behind in Midtown Sacramento. There are some really big trees down, like that one, smashing cars and causing road closures going into a second evening in a row. Now remember to download the free ABC 10 app so you can track the weather anytime, anywhere on your phone. You can also submit your weather videos and pictures on the app to be featured on our show.